For the next 8 weeks, we are all going in our glow up as a content creator era, where we're all going to be creating content with quality and substance, content that's fun, and or content that's engaging that'll help us grow our audience or connect more with the audience we already have. I have helped over 500 creators and businesses get better at content creation and solidify a social media strategy that felt good to them. And I also want to do the same for you. So today I'm giving you an exact layout on what you need to do and what you're going to do for the next 8 weeks so that you're able to solidify your strategy and just get going with your content. And this can be applied to YouTube, TikTok, or Instagram. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna determine what our main social platform is. Now, think of this more as a prerequisite before we actually get into the steps of what you're gonna be doing for the next 8 weeks or so, but you wanna determine which platform is gonna be your main beast. Firstly, figure out what your why is, what your goal is, what's your overall mission, and then pick a platform that aligns with that, or pick a platform and then figure out your why afterwards. You want to know exactly what the goal is in the long term so that you're able to appropriately pick a platform that you feel like will serve you the best. Or you can just go ahead and select a platform that you feel like you would have the most fun in. Because I feel like when you have fun with what you're doing, especially when it comes to social media and content, it's gonna make the journey so much easier for you. I have struggled myself with trying to grow certain platforms or certain brands on certain platforms because I just did not find it fun. It wasn't sustainable for me, and I want to make sure that you have a sustainable brand when it comes to selecting the right social media platform for you. If you want to post to all social media platforms, then that's completely fine, but you still have to have the main one, and the main one is the one that you want to focus on the most. And then you're going to determine what is the second one you want to focus on, and then the third one. So what one is the one you want to focus on the most, and then which ones do you want to focus on the least is essentially my question. Now, for example, if you are someone who really enjoys long-winded content or long-form content where you get to talk and elaborate all you want without a time restriction, then YouTube is probably going to be the best platform for you. And then you can always create content to where it trickles down to Instagram and TikTok. If you're someone who likes to explain things, but you don't want to do much editing, but you still want to have the opportunity to kind of get like your explanation out and get your examples out, and there's just a lot of talking involved, and TikTok might be the one for you. And then the posts that you put on TikTok, you can always repurpose into YouTube Shorts and Instagram. Now, if you're someone who loves to post photo dumps, carousels, if you're someone who likes to post your daily life just in small snippets, like in a story, if you like creating reels, then Instagram might be the one for you. So first determine, I would say figure out what your main goal is, what your mission is, what your why is, and then allow yourself to choose the main platform based off of that, because sometimes your why might not align with the platform that you're utilizing, or it could go with any of them, and you just have to determine which platform you're gonna have the most fun in. So it's completely up to you. I'm not gonna force you to choose one because I am pretty biased, but choose one and then we're gonna go from there. Now, I want you to think about, where does growth matter the most for you? Does it matter the most on TikTok? Does it matter the most on YouTube? Does it matter the most on Instagram? And this does look different for each platform. So let's say you choose YouTube. You want growth on YouTube because you want a sustainable audience. You want to grow a really solid brand, which you can grow a brand on every single platform, but YouTube it's easier to gain people's trust and to create a loyal fan base, if that makes sense. I believe that Instagram would be secondary to that, and then TikTok would be last on that. But it just depends on what your mission is, like I said, and then you're gonna determine what platform you're gonna choose based on where growth matters the most to you, where you're gonna have the most fun in, and what platform I would say just might be your favorite. For example, like for this channel, so the Creatorpreneur Collective, YouTube is my main platform because I am explaining things in detail, I'm demonstrating, I'm showing you tutorials, and I like to have very in detail digestible content. So YouTube will be my platform, and then I can always create shorts and allow them to trickle down to Instagram and TikTok. Whereas my other brand, which I just started, and you can subscribe to the channel if you'd like, is That Girl Glows. And this is mainly on TikTok, which I'm actually transitioning into Instagram, but my quickest growth has been on TikTok so far. It's a very small account, very brand new, but it's Miss Chrissy Girl on all platforms, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. But the brand is That Girl Glows. And this brand is, the main channel is right now is TikTok, and it trickles down to Instagram and YouTube Shorts. So if you want to have a presence on all three platforms, that's kind of how you can go about it, is just creating content and then repurposing it on other platforms. Or you can just focus solely on just one platform and put all your energy into it and grow it just like you want. Now, step one to the next 8 weeks and how this is gonna look is you are going to determine the volume of posts you want to publish every single week. Now, this is going to look different for each platform, but I'm gonna give you just a suggestion for each one, and you can alter it to what feels comfortable for you. But for me personally, I am in my lazy girl content creation era where I want things to be as easy and simple as possible without compromising the quality of my work. And so I feel like minimal is what I want to do, but I'm going to give you just like a good foundation for each one, for each platform, and then you can adjust it to however you would like to. So for YouTube, I recommend 1 long form video every single week and 3 short form videos every single week. Now, what's great about YouTube and what's easy about YouTube is that you can create a long form video and then you can snip 3 parts of your video to create short form content, and you can publish that. It's so easy. That's why I love YouTube. It's just like, I feel like it's so low maintenance, but you get a higher reward for it. And it's just a great platform and it's evergreen. It's just like, who wouldn't want that? But anyways, that's me being biased. But for YouTube, 1 long form video a week with 3 shorts a week. Now, if you want to go the extra mile and add on 3 more shorts where you actually script out 3 additional short form videos and you record it and then you edit it up, then you can do that. So essentially you would have 1 long form and 6 short form videos on YouTube every single week. And then what you can do is you can repurpose those 6 videos onto Instagram and TikTok if you would like. But that's up to you. If you want to keep it as easy and simple as possible like me, then 1 long form video with 3 short form videos that have been snipped from your long form video will be completely fine. Now, if your main platform is going to be TikTok, then I highly recommend 3 to 5 posts every single week. And I highly recommend 3 of them to be pre-scripted quality posts. And for the other 2, you can make them random, not completely random. You want to make sure that they still correlate with your brand and they have intention behind them. But for example, maybe you want to hop on a trend and you are able to correlate that to your brand, then that would be kind of a random unscripted video. Or if, let's say you are replying to a comment that you're able to utilize to your advantage that correlate to your brand. So you can do that, and that would be unscripted, unplanned, and that would be the content for 1 week. So 3 scripted, pre-planned quality pieces of content and 2 random unscripted, or you can do 4 quality, pre-planned, scripted with 1 random one, or you can just do 5 pre-planned scripted videos that go out every single week. But that's what I recommend for TikTok. I have seen creators whose strategy include 3 to 5 videos every single day, and I think that is insane. I think it's a bit much and it's very overwhelming. And like I said, I'm in my lazy girl content creation era and I want to make things simple and easy. So baby, it's 3 to 5 posts every single week, and that's all you need. But minimum 3 quality posts. And when I mean quality, I mean you've pre-planned it, you've scripted it out, you have to film them, and then there's editing to them. And it's not like you're not posting just to post. There's intention behind each post. But if you decide to choose Instagram as your main platform, then I would recommend 2 reels plus 1 carousel every single week. A carousel that includes either infographics or a photo dump. And I highly recommend to post a carousel instead of just like 1 photo, and I would make it as long as possible, because for how Instagram is working right now is if you have, let's say 20, I believe you're able to post up to 20 right now. I think all users have that opportunity. But if you have 20 photos in your carousel, that is 20 times that your specific post is going to pop up on your viewers or on your followers timeline, and that's 20 opportunities for them to engage with your content. So if you post carousels, I recommend to post as many images as possible, and don't think that you're bothering anyone. I feel like if you're going for growth, if you're going for like engagement, especially engagement, then you're gonna want to do that anyways. So I recommend 2 reels, scripted, planned, quality reels, have been edited and everything, and 1 carousel a week. But if you do not want to do the carousel, what you can do is just replace it with a reel. So have 3 reels a week, or maybe if you want to do it bi-weekly, have 3 reels bi-weekly, and then the other week after that have 2 reels and 1 carousel or photo dump bi-weekly. Then you can do that as well. And then you can still repurpose that content, the reels, onto shorts and to TikTok. And then you can repurpose your photo dump to TikTok. And you can't do that with YouTube yet, but you can do that with TikTok. Step number 2 of what you're gonna do for the next 8 weeks, or actually before the 8 weeks even start, is you're gonna create a list of video ideas. So what you wanna do first is you're going to create 3 content pillars if you don't already have them. So decide what your 3 content pillars are for the next 8 weeks. So if you are in the fitness niche, maybe it could be, one is gonna be like outfits, maybe gym outfits, the best gym outfits, high quality gym outfits. Second one could be diet, so things that you eat. And then the third one could be workout videos, or the best workouts to grow your glutes or something like that. So you want to choose 3 content pillars, and that is going to be the foundation of what you're going to be posting for the next 8 weeks. And by having these 3 content pillars, you're going to be able to speak to a specific audience, and you're going to draw in the people that you want looking at your content. And also it's going to make it easier for you to curate ideas, to create the videos, script them out, and just create an entire video that just resonates with the people that you want it to resonate with. So having those 3 content pillars is going to be basically step 1 of the content idea curation process, which we're going through right now. And then the next part is you're going to brainstorm and create a dump of ideas for each pillar. So on a piece of paper, you're just gonna, at the top, write your 3 pillars in a row, and then underneath, you're gonna write as many ideas as possible. Now, there's a few ways that you can get content ideas, and these are actually the ways that I want you to curate ideas. So first one is, I want you to think of things that you want to post that are also valuable for your audience. So make sure it's within your brand, or make sure it matches, or it's something that your audience wants to see. So if you're maybe, let's stick with the fitness brand. Let's say you are a fitness channel, and maybe you want to post about, like, you all of a sudden post a travel vlog. It wouldn't make sense if it's just a travel vlog. But if your audience is specifically wanting for you to post about traveling and maybe how to work out while you travel, then that could be a pillar for you, or that could be an idea for you. So you want to post things that you want to post, but you also want to make sure that it's valuable to the people you want to create content for. Now, the second way that you're going to get ideas is you are going to find things that your viewers are already asking you about. So if you already have somewhat of a presence, or if you've already been posting, or if you have friends or family who ask you about these things that you want to create content on, take note of that. You'll have comments, or you can even ask someone, like maybe you want to be in the fitness niche and people in your personal life know that you've been on this journey to bettering your health. You can always ask them, like, hey, is there anything that like you would like to know from me? Like, is there any way that I can offer you advice? And they'll tell you. And when they tell you, you can write these down as ideas to create videos on. So that's the second way to curate ideas. Now, the third way is to write down ideas or things that people are searching for. And now how you're gonna do this is, there's 2 main ways that I go about doing this, and one is gonna be YouTube fill. So if you go on YouTube and you start typing in letters, it will auto-populate a list of things that people are highly searching at the moment. So I would use that to your benefit, and let's say you're in the fitness niche, let's stick there, and then you type in FIT, fit. I guarantee you a whole bunch of things are going to pop up that you can utilize as an idea. So then you're going to write down all those ideas. And then if you want to go the extra mile, you can go ahead and type in, after you've written down all those ideas, type in fitness all the way and then see what else pops up that has not already been shown. So then you can go ahead and add that to your idea list. And then another way is the same thing with Google. So if you go on Google and you start typing in the words, it will auto-populate what is highly being searched. So then you can go ahead and write those things down as an idea. Another way that you can go about this is actually going to similar creators or creators who have the same audience that you want to create content for, looking at their comments, reading through, like sometimes they'll have stories up with people asking Q&As. You can go onto their channel, see what the comments look like. You can go to their Instagram, look under their posts and see what they're posting. These are all, if they have the same audience as the audience that you want to serve, then you can take those comments and use these as ideas. Now, don't copy the content that's already been created around it when it comes to like maybe somebody is saying something about a specific video that they've made and you review that video. You don't want to copy the content or the information that's in that video. Make sure that you're staying true to, you have integrity behind your content and you're actually creating content from that you pretty much have a skill in, that you know about, and that you create content the way that you would create it, not what someone else would create. So those are 3 different ways to get ideas for each of your pillars. Now, the next part of this one step of creating a list of video ideas, I'm looking at my iPad. I keep looking down. I'm sorry. I'm looking at my iPad because I wrote a bunch of notes for you. Anyways, so now you're going to go ahead and organize your content ideas by content styles. So this is the fun part. I don't know. I'm an organization freak and I love to do stuff like this, and this is what I want you to do. So I know I'm talking about like what the next 8 weeks are gonna look like, but this is kind of like you prepping for the 8 weeks. So now that you've got all your ideas down under a list of three different lists, you're gonna go ahead and you're going to determine three different levels of content styles. So your content styles are going to be 3 different levels, and that's going to include easy, medium, and hard. Okay, stick with me here. So you have easy content, medium content, and hard content. And then I want you to choose what is the easiest type of content for you to create. Now, I want you to choose 1 or 2 ways or types of content and put it under here. So for me personally, B-roll content with captions on it or like text on it is super easy because you already have the footage. All you have to do is edit it together, slap some text on it, trending audio, and you're done. So I would put that under easy, and I can imagine that's gonna be the same thing for you. So then you're gonna slap that on there, and then another one that's really easy for me is green screen, because all you have to do is put a green screen up, you show like an example or you show something, and then you talk about it. So that is an easy way for you to create content. So those 2 things would fall under easy. So you don't have to copy mine, but that's what I recommend. And then for medium, this can be something like a talking head video where you're sitting here and you're just talking and you don't have to do much editing and it doesn't take much time dedicated to it. So talking head, and then also a story time or get ready with me, for me would be considered medium content. So this doesn't require too much of your time and it doesn't require much editing. Now for hard content, for me personally, this is a vlog because you're basically going to do this all day. You're going to record a bunch of things that happen throughout your day, which means you have to focus on your video throughout the day. So there's that. And then there's also a tutorial. Tutorials require you to just like pay very close attention to detail, requires you to not only, I mean, you don't have to be on camera, but for me personally, I would be on camera, or like the editing of it. If you want to close up on a specific part of your tutorial, you can, it's just a lot of editing, at least for me. So this is for me, this is hard. So vlogs and tutorials are considered hard. So what you're going to do, you can either take what I just said, or you can choose your own types of content to put under these content styles. So again, that's easy, medium, and hard. So now what you're gonna do is, now that you have written 3 different lists of content ideas, and then you've created your content styles between easy, medium, and hard, you're gonna go ahead and you're gonna pair a content idea with a style. So you want to be sure that you're distributing your content ideas evenly as much as possible as you can. So let's say you have 20 ideas. You want to be sure that an even amount of them are going to be easy content, are going to be medium, and are going to be hard. Or let's make it even. So let's say you have 21 ideas. Then you're going to have 7 easy ideas, 7 medium, and 7 hard. So that's even. You want to make it as even as possible. That way, when you pair an idea with a content style or like content level, you're able to have content that's different every single week. So it's not back to back the same type of content all the time. It gives you a variety of content. It gives your viewers a variety of content. And also it will allow you to see after 8 weeks what really worked for you and what didn't. So analytic wise, what did your audience resonate with? What did they like? What they didn't like? Or what you personally did not like creating. So if there's a certain type of content you really just did not enjoy, then you don't have to do it moving forward, because I recommend to only do content that you enjoy. And what a huge plus would be is what your audience receives very well. So that's how you're going to go ahead and create your list of ideas. And then from here, we're going to go into step 3, which is to set your content schedule for the next 8 weeks. Now, for me, I personally have Notion. I have a content calendar, which I do have a free downloadable template in the description below if you want to go ahead and snag that. But you can use a paper calendar, you can use your regular calendar like on your desktop, whatever calendar you have, you're going to want to use it. You at least want November and December, because this is going to be for 8 weeks and we want to go ahead and we want to get your ideas on paper or ideas set in stone in your calendar. So what you're going to do is you're going to determine what day of the week each content style is going out on. So our Monday is going to be your easy content days. Wednesdays are your medium, Fridays are your hard. Determine that before you start scheduling things out. And I would think of it as like themes. So like maybe Mondays are my easy theme days, Wednesdays are my medium theme days, and then Fridays are my hard themed days. And you can keep that consistent every single week and don't change it. If you want to, let's say TikTok is your main platform and you want to post on Tuesdays and Thursdays, then just fill in the blanks, just fill in the gaps and add in the content there as well. But you're gonna go ahead and determine what content type is going on which day. Now, once you determine that, you're gonna go ahead and start scheduling out your content ideas on your calendar. I don't want you to start scripting yet. I don't want you to start filming yet. I just simply want you to schedule your content out on your content calendar. So for the next 8 weeks, I wanna see at least 3 posts or 3 to 5 posts scheduled out every single week on your calendar. Once you've done that, step 4 is to start creating. The great thing about this is that you don't have to worry about coming up with content ideas for the next 8 weeks. Everything is already set in stone for you. That is something that, you don't have to worry about. No worries there at all. All you have to do is look on your calendar and you're going to create content based on what you see on your calendar. So once everything's there, do not change it. I want you to be easy on yourself. Make this fun. Again, I'm in my lazy girl content creation era and everything's already said and done. You've eliminated one step that you need to do. So you don't have to think about any new ideas. All you have to do is start creating content. Now you can either batch create your content or you can create it week by week or day by day. I highly recommend to batch create this because it's going to save you so much time. It's going to be a lot easier on you, your mental, your physical, your spiritual. Oh no, for me, it's so much easier to batch create. It takes a load off of my shoulders and it gives me so much time back that I can focus on other areas, which is either communicating, engaging with my viewers, or working on other things that will serve you guys. So I highly recommend to record the same content styles all in one sitting, especially if you decide to batch create. So what I mean by that is if you need to go out and record B-roll for 8 different videos, then write a list of shots that you need to get that you're going to use for your B-roll videos. And you can repurpose the same footage over and over again as long as you edit it differently and like you edit it in a sequence with different types of videos in each video. But you can always reuse your B-roll over and over again, and that's the beauty about content creation, is that everything is reusable. Everything you can repurpose. So create a list, and record everything in one day, one sitting, whatever it is. For example, or another example, if you need to record talking head videos, and let's say you chose 4 of your videos out of all of your content for the next 8 weeks to be talking head videos, you can record that in one session. All you have to do is change your clothes if you want to, and you can get that out of the way. So when you batch create, it makes it easier for you to get your time back. It allows you more time to do other things that may be more important, like strategizing or curating more ideas, or engaging with your audience, or researching and curating data that's going to be helpful for you and your channel or your platforms. And it takes a load off of your shoulder. And that's something that I appreciate about batch creating, is that I always feel very stressed when I have to do things week by week. And it makes it so much easier as a creator to batch create things. And then you can always reuse what you've already filmed as B-roll, or as exactly that, actually. You can use that as B-roll. And I feel like the best tip after all of this that I can give to you as a content creator is to script everything out. Everything with a plan, everything with an outline is going to serve you more than disservice you. If you create a script for all of your videos, or at least a general outline, it's going to make the production process a lot faster for you. So not only do you have content ideas out for the next 8 weeks, but once you create an outline or script for every single video, then you're good to go for a long time. You can start creating next year's content, like the first 3 months, by the end of this month. So script everything out, or at least have a plan or an outline, a general outline that will guide you as you are creating the content, as you are filming it, as you're editing it, just so that you know what you're creating in that moment. And after you're done, all you have to do is schedule everything out to each platform or post it as you go, and you're good to go. Just create the captions and all that good stuff. I hope you found this video helpful. It was a lot of fun to dive deep into creating the next 8 weeks and what that looks like for you. And I'm actually going to be doing the same thing. So wish me luck, as I wish you guys all the same type of luck. And if you need my content calendar, I do have a tutorial on how to create your own social media content calendar, or you can see how I have mine laid out, and then I have a free downloadable file for you to use. But you can check that out in the next video, which is popping up on the screen now. I will go ahead and see you there after you click on the video.